Oh, what's up YouTube? This is Rising Spirits Airsoft with a another review, and I will be doing an update video on our channel. And yeah, so that will be on. I'll make another video. But here we have a review. I went to my airsoft field today, and I had some money, and so I picked up a tornado grenade by Next Generation Airsoft or something, I don't know, or Airsoft Innovations Incorporated. So I saw these, like, oh, excuse the, I'm watching the movie in the back, so excuse that. So I'm doing it on a webcam because, well, I'll explain that in the update too. But my camera's fine, just saying that this is just like more available right now, because my MacBook's right here. So this is basically what it looks like. It has some instructions on the back. Pretty much you really don't even need the box. It tells about everything. It tells the risks. Do not fill or use grenade near ignition. Pretty much just like simple stuff. Okay. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, hold on. Okay. Here's the pin. It'll get kind of bent, but it's really not that big of a deal, since you really don't you can just bend it back. There, it's fixed. So this is basically it. I could do a quick breakdown of it. It's about $110. It's not that bad for a price. It comes with like a little washer thing when it comes with the 3 parts right here. But I lost it. I don't know how I lost it, but it really doesn't. You really don't need it. But it comes with like this little rubber piece, so when you're throwing it, it won't hurt the where it won't hurt this metal part. So no gas will leak when the pin's in. So this is basically, I think this is aluminum or stainless steel or something. Yeah. So basically and then here's the bottom. This is the impact grenade. So basically that means instead of having a timer, I didn't like the timer one because it's a little bit faulty, and what the timer one does a lot is okay, that's something. Here's basically the breakdown of the grenade. Here's the shell. It's got a metal shell. And then it's pretty easy to just slip in and out, so that's good. And this holds 200 BBs going down here, all the way, like, it spins. So if you're just pulling the pin like that, it'll just spin. And impact basically means that once it hits something, it's gonna explode. Oh my gosh, that's really loud. Okay, I'm gonna go turn that down. Okay. Okay. So yeah, that's basically it. It's really easy. Just lube your O-rings a lot. Lube those with this. Comes with it. And yeah. So basically it's pretty self-explanatory to put back in. The large side goes in. The one with that goes in where you insert the BBs. And you can just push that in. You insert your gas. Or first, what you want to do is you want to empty it of all gas, and then just empty all the gas. Then you want to set the pin, and basically to do that, you take this and your pin. There'll be a little hole in there. Insert it. Now take your short, fat little thing. Here's the longer and skinny one. This one is a bit thicker. Put that in, and then you get this and put that in, and then you would have your washer that it comes with, but you don't really need it because I didn't really need it. I guess it's just to help it spin, but I don't really see the point of that at all, actually. And it's just should free spin basically. And then I would just put it face down and just screw it on like that, so none of the parts. And then you can just screw it on. And now the pin, you gotta kind of like squeeze it together and put it in so it'll click. And this means that the pin is locked no matter how, if you pull really hard, it probably will come undone, but you might even break it. But this pin is not, you can like do this, carry it on a lanyard or something, and it won't come undone. And then when you wanna, after that you fill your gas in. It is very, very, very efficient. It takes about less than 2 seconds to fill it up. So that means it uses very little gas for how effective it is. So yeah, once you have your gas in, you want to fill your BBs in last. Fill your BBs in last, and then when you're ready, since you can't just pull it out, you gotta kind of have to squeeze it like that and pull it out. And now, when there's no gas in it, you'll hear that. Those are these parts. Those are these parts like rattling inside. So, yeah. And then when it does have gas in it, those will stay together. Never remove this when you have gas in it. Never ever remove it when you have gas in it. Okay, so basically, here's how it works. I'll do a test tomorrow on the actual grenade. So let me just set up the trigger assembly. So first, insert your pin. Or not the trigger assembly, the spring pull assembly thing. So then squeeze it, lock it, locked. And then put that one in. And that. And that. Whoa. Screw it on. Oh yeah, and to lube it, you can use silicone oil, but I'm just going to use the oil that it came with first. But I met someone who had the timer one. Do not get the timer one. This one is way easier and way more efficient. The timer one is faulty. It won't always go off, and once you pull the pin, you have 3 seconds or 1.5 seconds. And when it's faulty, it could either be instant or 20 seconds. So just get the instant impact one. It will not fail you. I can promise you that. And you can also do this for as long as you want. You can shake it even when the pin is pulled. So yeah, and to lube it, you can take the whole thing out, lube the O-rings, or if you just want a really quick one in the battle, you can just remove the black thing, this little black thing, which just screws on, and put some drops, or 2 to 3 drops around here, like 1, 2, 3, close it back up, fill your gas, and you're good to go. Yeah, so here's basically how it works. Or like how you're going to do it. Once the BBs are all filled in, like this, you can carry it around, pull the pin. Now, there won't be any rattling. You won't hear rattling at all, unless it's the BBs, because you'll hear rattling of the BBs when the BBs are not, when it's not completely filled with BBs. And so yeah, then it's not going to make any rattle, and then you can, if you roll it, it depends if it like falls off a surface, it'll start exploding. But if you just throw it against something, once you like throw it and it hits it, I would recommend trying to hit it like this. But if all you can do is just like launch it launch it like this and throw it like that. You want to do whatever you can to make it land like this. Now, it's okay if you don't. You still, no matter, the reason this is so good is that no matter what, you're going to have one side near up. Like if you're doing this, then you're going to have this side facing up and this side facing down, and that'll propel it to spin like that. But now if you have it like this, BBs will go all the way and side to side, and then it'll fall over and start spinning. So this thing's rapid. This thing just goes everywhere, and it happens so fast. It is very, 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 very fast. Now the thing about the timer is that it is if you want like a landmine type deal, you can make. I recommend just getting a claymore instead of one of these because it's a lot more effective. And it's actually made for it, but you could like stick this in the dirt and make a like a wire trap, and when someone the the timed one has a pin like this instead of like on top, so when someone like pulls the wire, it'll go like that. And then the thing is since it is faulty, it will not always go when the target time is. But do I recommend this? Yes. I think it's fun. It's amazing for CQB. Like, there's just nothing better than chucking a grenade that is virtually indestructible if it's just gonna hit the ground. If it's just gonna hit the ground, then it's virtually indestructible. I mean, if you smash it with a hammer, it's gonna break. At least I think. I don't know. I'm not gonna try. But you're just going to launch it across, and if it hits right when it hits the ground, BBs will go flying. So for $100, I mean, if you got the money and you already had pretty much your gun set, and I recommend this. This is so fun. I've always wanted one. Do I regret buying this? No. I either had a choice to get a landmine or this. The landmine was kind of unpractical and stupid. It was like this big, and you step on it, BBs go flying, but in one direction. No pun intended. And with this, it's just hit it. It's basically a controllable landmine, in my opinion, because once someone's near it, BBs will go flying. So probably out of a gun scale, obviously it's a 0 because it's not a gun. Out of range, it goes pretty far. For a grenade, I give it about a 9 out of 10 for range. Usability, 10 out of 10. You will never not be able to use this. It's always usable. For gas consumption, 10 out of 10. It just uses so little gas. For cleaning, I mean, it's just really easy to disassemble, but you will need to lube it a lot. That's all I can say. You will need to lube it a lot. Every 5 fills or so, you'll need to lube it. And if you want to go crazy, you can use it 10 times, but you will have to use more lube, especially if you're using propane, which I use. But I have tons of silicone oil. And sorry for this video being so long. I just got this, and I just think it's so good. And I'll be doing a test on it tomorrow. So again, I'll do a little testing right now, actually. So you do this, and I'll just show you how, yes, it can be hit against something. So I'll just be like literally just throwing this. So pull a pin, drop it. Oh crap, that hit a cushion, but oh well. Again, it's just really amazing. I really recommend it. Just buy it. You will not regret it. It's just really fun, and it will make your mark on the battlefield. Thanks for watching. And I will have my update video right now, actually.